Hey, it's week 17 of NFL Primetime. Chris Berman, Booger McFarland. Let us be the last to wish everybody a happy new year. My goodness, 14 games we had on a Sunday in the afternoon. I mean, and what a day. Hope you had a great new year, my friend.
I had a great new year, Boom. They call it a full slate today.
It's a full slate, full plate, lots of stuff. And of course, we thought it would be only proper here in NFL Primetime to do what the league has done. And the league, before every game in Week 17, had a moment of silence honoring the late, great John Madden, the Hall of Famer, a guy that won over 3/4 of his games, which is almost impossible to do. The mark he made, indelible for a half a century. We thought we would do the same here in NFL Primetime. And thank you. And Roger Goodell, the commissioner of the NFL, said, that he was football, and he brought football to life in so many places. It's been said all week long. Can't be said enough. He was everyone's friend.
Yeah,
everybody's friend. Whether you met him or not, he was everyone's friend. And he was the biggest friend of football that we have ever seen. You know what he would want us to do?
What's that? Smile
and show the games. All these full plate.
Yeah. Especially
the Raiders, who are playing for a playoff berth to stay in it. And this is the scene, of course, the JM on the helmets of the Raiders. Beautiful scene in Indianapolis and around the league honoring the late, great Hall of Famer John Madden. Opening drive, the Raiders honor him with a touchdown by Josh Jacobs. It's a 12-play, 75-yard drive, and Vegas Raiders lead at 7-0 in Indy, who has won 8 of 10. Carson Wentz down 13-3. Cleared just in the morning. COVID protocols, he's back. Mo Alley Cox, 17 yards. And then the Colts, who played so well, Boog, the Michael Pittman, he's just short of the end zone. Late in the second tick. Colts out of timeouts. Do they go for a field goal? No, they give it to Jonathan Taylor, who broke Edgerrin James' franchise rushing mark in this game.
And that's what the Colts do best, Boom, run the football with Jonathan Taylor.
And so early 4th and 1, the Colts, Carson Wentz, going to keep it. Getting a first down, and it helps you have the big fellas pushing you.
Yeah, just kind of get a little extra beef behind you.
Well, why not? And the Colts, Raiders, they can rush the passer. Wentz stepping up. Wentz, do you wince? Or do you say Wentz? From whence it's come, the tip to T.Y. Hilton reservation late check-in.
Boom, sometime I'd rather be lucky than good, and Wentz was lucky there.
Yeah, he got a room, was the last one left. Check-in at the Hilton at 17-13, fourth quarter, and Derek Carr down 17-13. Zay Jones had a big game, caught 8 for over 100.
Yeah, Derek Carr was outstanding in the pocket, and Zay Jones was better on the back end.
Big play, Rich Bisaccia, the coaches. Let's go for it, 4th and 2. To Hunter Renfrow. Gutsy call, pays off. There it is. They lead 20-17. Now, 6 minutes to go. Wentz. Ooh, it's broken up. But a pass interference on Nate Hobbs.
Yeah, a little ticky-tacky there, Boom.
There were a few on this day, but Colts end up attempting a field goal. It's Michael Badgley, 41. We're tied at 20. Now the 2-minute warning. Wait a minute. The Raiders... 3rd and 10. Under a minute to go. Here's your play. Renfrow. He gets up alertly and keeps going in the end zone. They took a closer look. Kenny Moore just got a finger on him.
Yeah, a little fingertip right there on the right foot. But what an outstanding play by Derek Carr. Improvising, stepping up in the pocket and allowing Renfrow to get open. Great play by Carr. Better catch in the back end by Renfrow.
Well, so no touchdown, but it sets up a 33-yard field goal to keep rolling toward maybe a playoff berth, to honor their late coach and their Hall of Famer. And it's good. It's good. 33-yard field goal by Carlson. There it is. They go on and win 23-20 at Indy, who has been a very hot team. As we told you, the Colts have been 8-2 down the stretch. Derek Carr threw for 255, and he was certainly solid. Very good when he had to be, Boog.
Without a doubt. It was a ball-controlled team effort by the Raiders, and Rich Bisaccia has them still in the thick of things for a playoff berth.
So they do. They play the Chargers the final week. Now, AFC West champions again, Kansas City. AFC North hopeful champion, Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, you knew there'd be fireworks. Chiefs score right away, as they do, up 7-0. Mahomes, think he's having fun again? That's Blake Bell's second tight end.
That's what makes Mahomes special. Boom, step up in the pocket. You know what? Boom, close your eyes. I don't need to see it. Just throw it blindfolded.
That's the classic for a throw. Now, 3rd and goal, the Chiefs down to the 3. Missed last week, chomping at the bit in COVID. That's Travis Kelce, Cincy, homeboy. 14-0 Kansas City. They led by 14 several times in this game. Just over 2 minutes ago in the first quarter, Burrow. Theme of the game, Jamar Chase. Even when there were Chiefs around him, it didn't matter. You could give Chase, but he's going all the way. 72 yards, 14 seconds.
Boom, his body control is outstanding. He was surrounded by Chiefs, but his ability to get in and out of traffic is unbelievable.
Now, midway second, 21-7. Burrow, Chase. How about that for the touchdown?
The chemistry, the underthrown back shoulder fade. Chase can make the adjustment, the DB can't.
111 yards against Andy Reid's team in the first half, 2 touchdowns. But the Chiefs, they ran the ball well. Darrell Williams punches it in. And 28-17, they had a kickoff by Byron Chris Pringle that was called back on penalty. They would have been up 35-17, but they still lead by 11 at the half. But Joe Burrow said, try to cover him. You can give Chase, but forget it. He can run all the way into Kentucky.
Yeah, and Dan Sorensen, the safety for the Kansas City Chiefs, out of position. Burrow and Chase made them pay.
28-24, now a 1-score game. Burrow, 4th quarter. Bengals triumph with the lead. All of a sudden, the Chiefs aren't scoring, and the Bengals are. Tyler Boyd, touchdown.
Dan's class in session, little toe tap in the back of the end zone.
31-28, Cincinnati. Now we're tied at 31. Bengals 3rd and 27. Guess where he went on 3rd and 27? Burrow to Chase, first down.
He said, I couldn't see, just throw it up. Jamar was there. Bad defensive call by defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo.
11 for 266, and then 3rd and inches. It's a first down. It's not a touchdown. This was a key play. We got so much to talk about here. Joe Mixon, fresh set of downs. Chiefs out of timeouts. They're going for it, but not scoring correctly. Now they're going for it instead of a go-ahead field goal. And guess what? Incomplete. The gamble by Zach Taylor. But no, penalties on both sides to get the play again.
Yeah, get the play again. Offsetting, let's do it again. If you're going to go for it the first time, you may as well do it the next time. Burrow, although he got hurt on that play.
He's out, and now they run another play. They run another play. They run another 8 plays down there. Evan McPherson at the end. It's good. The Chiefs never got the ball. 6-minute drive, although it was kind of a bizarre drive with all those plays down at the 1, but that's what it'll go down in the books. And the Cincinnati Bengals, first time in 6 years in the playoffs. First time in 6 years, champions of the AFC North. The Bengals have beaten the Chiefs 34-31. Zach Taylor, he pulled the right strings down the stretch.
Overall thoughts? You just won the AFC North?
Yeah. Just. Really proud. Well, I think you guys have just sat in here and seen what we've been through. The things worth having, you got to go get them. And not wait for someone to give them to you, and I thought that's what our guys did today.
In the preseason, we were talking about playoffs, and I said, we're gonna goal is the playoffs, and the easiest way to do that is to win the division. And everyone kind of laughed at us a little bit, but we knew the kind of team we had, the kind of guys in the locker room that we had, and we knew we could go out and do it.
466 passing. Another day by Joe Burrow. He and Jamar Chase. This drafting of a guy that and 4 different teams did it. This is the biggest payoff. And, 2 wild offenses. We had a Rose Bowl for a while. The Chiefs calmed way down to 3 points, and the Bengals kept firing.
Not only did they keep firing, boom, they kept firing with Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. And a lot of people question the draft pick of Jamar Chase with the Bengals needing a tackle. But you got to give a lot of credit to the Bengals organization. And the chemistry between those two was evident. Jamar Chase crushed the Kansas City Chiefs. They had zero answer for them up and down the field. Not only that, but the creativity and the gonads, so to speak, of Zach Taylor. Okay, when you're down on the goal line, Boom, it would have been easy to kick the field goal and say, okay, let's go play defense and get the ball back to Mahomes. But he said, you know what? I'm not going to play scared. They go for it on 4th down. They get the penalty on 4th down that gives them a 1st down, and now they can take 2 knees and kick the field goal. So really, really good job by Zach Taylor having the gonads to go for it, and Chase and Burrow were outstanding.
Because he could have been stopped. You never know.
You never know.
It's a decision that you make. And they were bleeding the Chiefs on the time. They ran out of the timeouts. It was very. Now, the Chiefs scored 3 points in the second half. They picked the wrong time to
Unchief-like.
Very, very unchief-like. We talked about the penalty on the kickoff return that would have made it a big deal. And, had Mixon, he got the 1st down, but had he scored a touchdown then, Mahomes might have, but you never know. Congrats to the Bengals, because they hit almost rock bottom. But with Joe Burrow, they will not be rock bottom.
Not at all.
That is for sure. And so what it does is, well, we'll wait till we show you the next. But the Chiefs losing opens up the door for maybe Tennessee if they could beat Miami, who's won 7 in a row. Tennessee at home in the slop. If they could win, they would move into the #1 seed with a game to go. Ryan Tannehill, first time against his ex-team Miami. Anthony Ferguson, short of the 1st down, but Coach Vrabel says, are you kidding? Of course. We're going. Tannehill with the push. All the big, we've seen it all year, right?
Yeah, that's a new theme in the league.
Yep, 1st down. Now Tannehill, the Swaim move for a touchdown. It's 7-0. And Tennessee, Miami offensively challenged. Tua slips. Elijah Molden recovers the fumble.
Yeah, it happens too many times for Tua. I don't know. You can talk about the ball being wet, but you got to protect the football. That's the #1 job of the quarterback, and Tua doesn't do it well.
We have rain in Hawaii. We have rain in South
Florida.
Climate. Miami holds them to a field goal, but now it's 10-3. Dante Foreman. Boy, they run with authority, even though Derrick Henry's out. More than that in a moment, 17-3. 4th quarter, direct snap to Foreman. Look out! He ran for 132.
Just love their mentality. Regardless who's at tailback, they run the football in Tennessee.
2nd and 11. Tannehill. He rolls right. He looks good doing that. To Ferguson, 24-3.
Natural motion going to his throwing side. He looks easy throwing that way.
Now Miami. Just when they get it going for Tua to Gesicki. Whoop, whoop. And that's the way it was. They win 7 in a row. But today, you see the way the ball's bouncing. That's David Long Jr.
Yeah, and the ball was just a little bit off target. Boom, when it's off target in this league, tips and overthrows, usually the defense gets those.
So, Tennessee has won the AFC South 3rd time 4 years, 2 in a row, and they move into the #1 spot now. Remember, they beat the Chiefs during the regular season. They win the last weekend. Houston, who beat them once. They will be the bye team, and more on them in a moment. They ran for almost 200 yards. Miami, gone from the playoffs despite the 7-game winning streak. Give them credit. They give it their best shot. Rams, Ravens. Speaking of giving it your best shot, how about the Ravens?
Yeah.
Depleted. Here, and no Lamar Jackson, although they did have Hot Rod Hundley today at quarterback. Devontae Freeman. Ravens running. Rams, Jalen Ramsey rapping.
You're starting to see too much of this. Teammates fighting on the field. It was on the sideline in Washington. We got to play together, guys, not against each other.
Well, you're talking about it. Now the Rams have the ball. Matthew Stafford, when he looks good, he looks really good. But at times, the 4th pick 6 of the year, Chuck Clark, the defense, like the old days, scores for Baltimore.
Really good play by Chuck Clark. He came off of his man and went got another man in the pick 6.
7-0 Stafford. Well, he's got Cooper Kupp. And you know what? He's open there, but even when he's not open, he's open. 15 touchdowns to Kupp. 13-7. Rams down going into the half. 16-7. Tucker field goals. He had 4 of them. Stafford, Kupp. Yeah, I would do that too. Wouldn't you, Bull?
Yeah, just get it to him any way you can.
Look, and they don't tackle him. He's slippery. He's everything. Breaks Isaac Bruce's franchise record for receiving. Say no more.
He's been the most productive receiver in ball this year.
12 minutes to go. Sony Michel in the end zone. Sony Trinitron Michel. Now we're down 16-14. We're old enough to remember Trinitron. 3.5 to go. 19-14. Now all of a sudden the Rams wake up here. Stafford to Kupp, 24 yards. 3rd and 1. $1:20 to go. Oh, that's a big play by the Ravens defense, a loss of 3.
Yeah, really outstanding play coming up, getting that outside leg of Michelle.
So, Coach McVay obviously got to go for it late. Down by 5. Stafford, Odell Beckham, the classic reach with the one hand.
Yeah, boom, just a sidearm throw by Stafford, but look at the hands, though, by OBJ. Not a body catch, a hands catch, an underrated thing.
Yes, and very next play, that worked, and this will work, and around the pylon, it's a touchdown, Los Angeles 20-19.
Not only the catch, but the wherewithal to get it inside the pylon, that's a touchdown.
So up 1, you obviously go for 2. Stafford, look at this, hook and lateral. The Ravens were ready, so a field goal by Tucker is the NFL record, which he kicked this year, 66 yards, but there's like no time. And, Duvernay took it out of the end zone, looking for the big hit, didn't work, and there's Vaughn Miller, Huntley slips. There's a sack, tick, 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 tick. They got to go 70 yards. It would be a miracle. So they go for their own hook and lateral, but that's about it.
Yeah, it was going to be a game of pitchy, woo-woo. Didn't quite get the pitch going. But a valiant effort, though, Boom.
No, Ravens played tough, but they've lost 5 in a row and need help now to get in. And they were once the 1 seed. For the Rams, they've won 5 straight. And for Sean McVay, they're playoffs. They know they're hoping to win their division. Matthew Stafford may not have been pretty, but we were big at the end.
When we needed it the most, our guys stepped up, made plays. That's the name of the game in the NFL. It's not always going to be pretty. I want to start the game better than I started. There's no question about that.
Just got to find ways, to play better football than we did today. But a win is a win always.
We had to play our best football, but we played a little bit under that.
Well, we'll hit the Ravens in a minute. So listen, the Ravens played physical with them, but the Rams, the Rams came up big when they needed to. Look, you can't fault the 5-game winnings.
No, you can't, Boom, but I still don't know what to make of the Rams. Matthew Stafford, he turns the ball over 3 times, another pick 6. He's thrown 4 this year. He's got 5 interceptions in the last 3 games. But in the end, it's a 75-yard gutsy drive to bring him back from a hole that he put him in. So the Rams have to do better defensively. They're starting to get run on up and down the field. And if and when they get into the postseason, they're going to make it. They're going to have teams that are going to be physical and run the football. But Matthew Stafford has to play better. They won, and a win is a win, but you can't continue to turn the football over and win.
Real quickly, Ravens and Titans were in the same boat.
Yes.
How many acorns, Northern saying, how many acorns can we put away in the winter because things are going bad? Ravens, it couldn't get wins. That's why they went for 2 a lot in those other games. Tennessee, can we put enough away till we get Derrick Henry back? And now they may get the number 1 seed with Henry on track for not having to play in 3 more weeks if he can come back.
Win next week, possibly get the number 1 seed, get a week off, and you get Derrick Henry back. I think Tennessee will take that, and they'll feel really good about it.
All right. Now, January in Buffalo. You want to guess what the weather was?
Cold.
Cold, snow. You got it. Circling the snow tires. And Josh Allen says, hey, man, we like this stuff. Atlanta, dome team, South, they're mathematically alive. Josh Allen, he said prettier games throwing, but he ran for 2 touchdowns, up 7-2. A 2-run homer for the crime dog, Fred McGriff. Now, Allen, the Gabe Davis makes catch, originally ruled incomplete, but the Bills challenge, they said it was a catch. He's back on the field.
Yeah, sometimes I just marvel at the receivers, at their ability to control their body and make sure they get their feet down.
And now you can see the weather. Allen goes, let me go. Well, he has 2 touchdown runs, nobody touched him.
Yeah, just a tough play to stop when you get all that lead blocking in front.
14-2. Now Ron Extravagant is at a 3-run homer. It's 14-5 for Atlanta. Allen scrambling, but Duron Harmon makes the pick in the end zone.
Yeah, it's a good tip ball. Again, Boom, tips and overthrows. Defensive players love those.
Yep. Now, Matty Ice, fittingly named on this day, to Kyle Pitts. Oh, man. Look at Kyle Pitts. Has a chance to set all sorts of tight end records held by Mike Ditka. First down Falcons at 61 yards, down to the 1. Mike Davis. You know what? Buffalo thought they had a laugher. All of a sudden, it's 14-12.
Yeah, Atlanta, Matt Ryan made some plays. He was under siege all day in the pocket, but they can run the ball in Atlanta.
Yep. Now, Allen looking for Cole Beasley, but overthrown A.J. Terrell with the pick. And Atlanta kicks a field goal. They lead 15-14 at the half. Buffalo shocked.
Yeah, in a dogfight, Boom.
Yep, 3rd and 3 now. Bills, Allen. Atlanta feeling this. But good protection. They just run 3. I'm going to keep it myself. You know, they don't want them to get hit much in these last 2 games. But when you got to win the game, you don't have a choice. Devin Singletary ran well, over 100 yards. And the Bills score and get a 2-point conversion, 22-15. Now, 6 minutes to go. Ryan. Look at him out of the ice. He's in for a touchdown. But they
Yeah.
ruled it. He was down, and then they had a taunting,
and they didn't
were at the
score.
16,
Exactly.
And they didn't score, and shirts off in Buffalo, and the Bills win 29-15. They clinch a playoff spot. That they know, and the Bills have won 3 in a row. Atlanta out of it. The Bills ran for 233.
Bills ran for 233. I did not like Josh Allen throwing 3 picks. Did not hurt them today, Boom. Something to watch for, though, in the future.
Right? There you know. Now, the Patriots. Well, here comes chicken soup. You lost a couple in a row. You don't feel good. Here's chicken soup. They're the Jags. You get healthy when you have chicken soup. Mac Jones. What rookie wall? Hunter Henry. In the red zone. That's been a great connection.
Yeah, him and Jonnu Smith.
Yep. Damian Harris. And they run it. Harris ran for 2, 14-3. Actually, it's like 50 degrees. Not horrible in New England.
Yeah, decent weather.
Trevor Lawrence, J.C. Jackson.
Yeah, Boom. Trevor Lawrence just a little off target. I haven't seen quite the progress that I would have liked to see from Trevor Lawrence throughout this season. He needs to be better at this point in the year.
Yep, 8 interceptions for J.C. Jackson, the second behind Dallas's Diggs this year. Mac Jones, Mac the Knife to Jacoby Myers. It's 28-3. I think you get the feel for this game.
Yeah, I think the chicken soup was really chunky
Oh, it
today.
was great. I think they had a whole pot of it. This is Christian Wilkerson. Didn't even know who he was. He had 2 touchdowns. The soup for everybody.
You want a touchdown, you get a touchdown.
Get in there, have some soup. 34-3. Kyle Duggar joins the party. Takes it, pick down to the 1. So 17 picks of Lawrence this year. 3 of 8. Remember Ramondre Stevenson touchdown. 41-3 the Patriots. Do you need to see more? Well, you're gonna. Second and third time the Patriots have had multiple 50-point games in a season since 2000. You know who was, when Belichick started coaching. And they roll the Jags 50-10. By the way, J.C. Jackson, 25 interceptions in his 4 years, tying Everson Walls and Lester Hayes as the most ever in his first 4 years.
He's been outstanding, one of the best corners in football. And if you're Jacksonville, make sure you get the right hire because I need to see this young quarterback progress better than he is, Boom.
Say what you want about the New York football teams. At least the Jets are entertaining. You can say that much, right?
Okay.
They're trying. Tom Brady, his record is 30-7 against them. Jets 2 touchdown underdog. They didn't care. You know what's great today is Braxton Berrios. Zach Wilson hits him. Second touchdown of the day for that hookup, 14-7.
Yeah, he's so shifty, Boom. In short space, he can make a lot of people miss.
Would you say he looked like the day for a while?
Yeah, just Steve Larcher.
Tom Brady, Brandon Echols makes the interception. Field goal, Jet. Wait a minute. J-E-T-S, Jet. 17-10 at the half.
And the Jet fans were feeling good.
Oh, they're feeling great. Middle of the third quarter. Uh-oh. Antonio Brown, and then you know what happened? You've seen it by now. This is third quarter, and he is the man out of the arena.
Absolutely no excuse for this. Regardless of what you have as far as disagreement-wise, as a professional, you need to act like that. You don't get undressed, throw clothes in the stands, and then run off the field. Boom, I doubt he ever plays in the NFL again.
Hence, man out of the arena, he took an Uber. There's his jersey. Now back to the man in the arena. That would be Tom Brady. Rashad Perriman. That's very pretty. That's 32 yards. 4th and goal at the 4. Brady. Oh, Cameron Gray, Harvard. So smart. Touchdown, 24-17. Jets to lead.
Had no choice but to catch that one. Brady put it right on him.
24-20 for Robertson. Jets tried to kill the last 7 minutes, and here they try it. Ty Johnson, 22 yards, 4th and 2 at the 7. quarterback sneak. Oh, they don't get it. You mean Tom's going to get the ball?
Yeah, questionable decision. Head coach Robert Saleh should have kicked the field goal and gone up 7, Boom.
Buck, 29 to go in the fourth. Brady inside his own 20 to Tyler Johnson. First down. Here we go. 41-second tick, 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 tick. Cyril Grayson. Tick, tick, tick. He doesn't get out of bounds. Next play at the 33. Pocket good. Throw great. Touchdown better. Grayson. Touchdown. And the Bucks go on to lead 28-24.
2 deep zone. They call it the honey hole, Boom. In between the safety and the corner. And Brady put it where only his guy could catch it.
And so, almost Zach Wilson, those two guys, they have the same birthday. I think it's August 3rd.
Yeah.
Zach's 22, Tom's 44. How about that? Meanwhile, Antonio Brown leaving the field shirtless, taking an Uber. Coach Busseri.
He is no longer a Buck. All right, that's the end of the story. Let's talk about the guys that went out there and won the game.
Obviously, a difficult situation, and I think we all want, him to just think everybody should find, hopefully do what they can to help him in ways that he really needs it. And we all love him. We care about him deeply. We want to see him be at his best, and unfortunately, won't be with our team.
Now, we've never seen that in good words by Tom, and you hope. But, so unlike last year when almost nobody was hurt, now they got a lot of offensive injuries. Same for some other teams. Bucks will have to do it differently this year.
Yeah, Boom, they're going to have to do it differently. Everybody, a lot of people are hurt, including the head coach, B.A. He talked about his Achilles being torn. Boom, but with no Godwin and now no Antonio Brown, the speed on this offense is gone. They're going to have to rely on unproven players for their speed. Cyril Grayson. He didn't even play football at LSU, Boom. And now he's playing with Tom Brady, trying to go on a playoff run.
Right.
Mike Evans, he's got to come back and be healthy. Tyler Johnson, Scotty Miller. So they're going to have to rely on unproven guys to get it done in the postseason. And you feel bad for Antonio Brown, but there is no room in pro football for what he did today. And Bruce Arians did the only thing he could, kicked him off the team. And I hope he never plays in the National Football League again, because when they run you out of Pittsburgh and they run you out of New England, and now they run you out of Tampa.
And the Raiders.
Yeah. You shouldn't be in this league anymore.
Right. Say no more. And here's the thing, back to the Bucks for a minute, because we could go on AB for a long time.
Yes.
Arians and Brady, 2 offensive masters. Yeah. What do you have? What don't you have, which you've elaborated? So therefore, what can you do best? They will have to figure this out. They got a home game next week, Carolina. Then they'll have at least one home game, which they didn't have last year until the Super Bowl. What do you have? What can't you do? And be honest with yourself, that's their best chance. I think they will.
They have to, but they can't put it all on Brady. They're going to have to figure out a way to run the ball. Fournette coming back will help, but they got to commit to the run, and that's up to B.A. and Byron Leftwich, they'll see.
Well, here's a team that, here's some of their targets, and, there you go. Gronk, he's not the speed, but you know that he is going to be really featured with all the tight ends they got and the throwing out of the backfield before Fournette comes. And but I tell you what, a team that has committed to the run, that would be Philadelphia Eagles. And the Eagles, when they were like 3-5, they had scored more than they'd given up. It was
just weird,
stat. All of a sudden they're winning. They're not looking tremendous in doing it, but so what? They beat Washington a couple weeks ago, trailing 10-0 in Washington. You know the Washington would play tough after that embarrassment, right? That's Dallas Goedert from Jalen Hurts. Boston Scott, touchdown, Philly down 10-7. Now second half, but Washington's up 16-7. Hurts. He feels it. That's a nice throw on the run to Greg Ward Jr. inside the 5. Eagles 4th and goal, going for it. Pitch to Scott. Bang! Boston's got baked beans for everybody.
Yeah, but watch Jalen Hurts, Boom. He gets stepped on by the guard, but he has enough athleticism to get the ball to Boston Scott, and he does the rest.
So it's down 16-14. Philly trying to keep playoff hopes alive. Washington mathematically at this time we're in it. Hurts. Goddard makes a diving catch. First down. 3rd and 13. Hurts. Off back foot to Quez Watkins, short of the first down. Field goal Philly, but they take the lead 17-16.
Yes.
Now 20-16, another field goal. Taylor Heineke, John Bates. There's a lot of fight in him, a lot of, there's a six-pack to be cracked open for Heineke if he comes through. Heineke to Cam Sims, first down, 30 seconds. Can Washington pull it out? Heineke, oh. Rodney McLeod, he. Get off of McLeod.
Yeah, boom. Nothing happened when you're high and across the middle. Heineke wish he had that one back, but a great play and a great catch by Rodney McLeod.
Well, the keg got a little flat, but they, Washington tried to give Philly the nod. The Eagles have won 4 in a row to go 9-7, and for Philadelphia, if they can win it next week, they will be in. Now, the Giants. Justin Fields, and they're in Chicago. The Giants and the Bears 6 times in the early days of the NFL played for the NFL championship. This was not one of them. Travis Gibson with the sack of Mike Glennon. Bilal Nichols to the 2. Like old days, Chicago defense. David Montgomery, 7-0 Chicago. Now they're fired up. They beat Seattle at the end in the snow last week. Glennon, this is Gibson. He's all over the place with a pick. Down to the 24. So Bears defense setting them up for eventually 4th and 1 at the 4. Andy Dalton played today, not Foles, not Fields. Darnell Mooney, 14-0, 2 turnovers, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Mooney has been one of the bright spots at receiver, a future star in this league.
17-3. Farrell Cooper thinks the ball's going into the end zone. G-Man. Oh, my goodness.
Kind of tells the tale of the day, Boom.
Yeah, inside the 1. It's a safety.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I don't have the ball. It's a safety, and that could be let us pray for the Giants. Down 29-3. Robert Quinn. You talk about defensive players the Bears have had. Hall of Famers back to the 50s, 60s. He breaks Richard Dent's sack record. I know they did 18 sacks. Congratulations, Robert Quinn. And the Giants passing today. So they threw, and then they were sacked 3 times as a team. -10. -10.
That set offensive football back, Boom, a long time today.
Jason Garrett, he was the problem.
Yeah, clearly.
-10. How about them Cowboys? Oh, they're ready to roll. Arizona can't win. Dallas can't lose. This was easy. Chris Banjo gets a snap, passes to Jonathan Ward. Oh, how about this play? And look at the catch by Nashawn Wright.
Boom. Who needs 2 hands when you have 1 hand and a helmet to just pin it against?
And the Banjo on my knee makes the throw, and then Wright is a beautiful Ward who makes the catch. Now Sean Wright was the defender. Now, Kyler Murray, Antoine Wesley, touchdown. Mike McCarthy goes, what? We're down 10-0? We are. Dak Prescott. The good news, Michael Gallup makes a beautiful catch. The bad news, he's hurt.
Yeah, but what body control to get hurt, to hurt the left knee, and then still make the catch. Hope he's okay, Boom.
Let's hope so. Cardinals lead 13-7. Cardinals, the 19, Murray, Wesley. That is a pretty play. Touchdown, 19-7.
Our colleague will call that getting moss, Boom.
Yeah, we'll see it tomorrow. You'll see it personally. Down 22-7. Dak Prescott keeps the ball on 4th and 1. 3rd and goal from the 2. Arizona sending plenty. Cedric Wilson touchdown 22-14. But Arizona's kicked a field goal. 2-score game 25-14. Prescott laterals to Wilson. Tony Pollard. 31 yards, opening up the playbook. For Kellen Moore. Down to the 4. Dak. Amari Cooper. And they're going to go for 2. And they make it 25-22. They're down by a field goal. Just 3 minutes left in the game. Chase Edmonds. They're going to chase him. Fumbles. Ruled down first.
Yeah, it was close, Boom, but that was the right call.
Yep. And so Murray, get in the break, picks up a first down, and give Arizona credit. This is a huge win for Cliff Kingsbury. They still could win division because they're in playoffs, of course. They trail the Rams by 1. Dallas, of course, has already won the East, but now they hurt themselves in the chase for seeding, losing 25-22. And look, I mean, Arizona picked themselves up by the bootstraps.
Yes.
And Dallas, just when you think, what's the story?
Well, listen, if you look at Arizona, first of all, what a gutsy win, Boom.
Yes.
Because they had got knocked down and battered, but to come on the road into Dallas and take on one of the more high-powered offenses in football, defensive coordinator Vance Joseph and his squad put together an outstanding performance. The Cowboys couldn't run the football, and Dak was kind of shaky up and down. I know they had some yards late, but this was a great performance by the Cardinals on the road, mainly because of their defense, Boom.
Right, and you know, and that's what helped them win all those
Yes.
games early.
Yes.
As good as Kyler Murray was. So big win, Arizona. They stopped the bleeding, and Dallas now got to go look. Now Texans, Niners. Niners haven't played 10 days, and Trey Lance going to play the Jimmy Garoppolo thumb out. Lance looking for George Kittle. I would too. Oh, that's a nice pick. Hey, give it to Houston. They're 3-3 in their last 6 games. That Desmond King, 32 yards, that wasn't illegal.
But they play hard, though, Boom, for head coach David Culley. And Trey Lance, he'll learn. You can't make that throw underthrown. You got to throw it over the top.
Davis Mills, college nearby in Stanford. Brandon Cooks. Hey, he's been a completion machine
Absolutely.
lately. 3rd and goal. Mills, Cooks, touchdown. Brandon caught 7. 7-3 Texans at the half.
Texans?
Early 3rd quarter. Texans. Mills. That's picked up by Marcel Harris. Ruled to be down before he lost the ball. And Trey Lance says, hey, I want to go out there. 4th play of the drive, 1st and goal at the 8. Lance. Elijah Mitchell. Nice play action for Lance. He can do that. 10-7 San Francisco. Play action again. Debo. Whoa. Kind of between 3 Texans. A 45-yard touchdown. Jimmy G says that's the way to go, young man. We're up 17-7. Oh, George Kittle, really?
Really, Boom.
Really?
Really. That's why he's one of the top 2 tight ends in the NFL, him and Travis Kelce.
Right, and then Andrews right behind him.
Right behind him.
Right. So, the Niners didn't look good for a while, but they go on to beat the Texans in San Francisco. They win next week against Rams. They're in. There are other ways they can get in, but they control their destiny. They're up to 9-7. They're at the Rams, who they clobbered earlier this year. All right, so what's next? Lions at the Seahawks. Seattle, first time since the AFC West in the 90s, they'll finish in last. But is it Rashad Penny? Where's this been all year? This was a fun day for Seattle. 17-0 Seahawks. Wilson to Russell to DK Metcalf. 24-7.
And that's a great job by Russell, recognizing the blitz and giving Metcalf some air underneath the ball.
And then Penny again. He's had a good month, even though Seattle's lost a bunch of games. So you just don't know. Russell, Pete, Bobby, is this their last home game? We don't know. 31-7 at the half. Play action, Wilson to Metcalf. This is the way it was supposed to be.
This is what we've been talking about all year. Just throw it up and give them a chance to make a play.
38-7, Tim Boyle, Darrell Hodge. Quite a play. To a pass interference. And then this young man, the hero in that win at the last second against Minnesota, Amon-Ra St. Brown, this rookie, has shown brightly. 8 for 111.
Yeah, something to build off going in the future if you're the Lions.
38-15. Boyle to Taylor Decker, 38-22. But the Seahawks said that'll be enough. Thank you. This is, hey,
This was the way it was supposed to look, bro.
it's a new year.
Yeah, hey, let's start
Happy New Year.
1-0.
Happy New Year. Seattle can play spoiler to Arizona next week.
Right,
We'll
right.
see. But the Seahawks, in the end, roll up 51 points. That's right, 51 points. Penny ran for 170. First time since 2012, Russell's first year at quarterback, that the Seahawks have scored that many. Panthers, Saints. Saints get some of their quarterbacks back, and the Panthers are going with Sam Darnold. 3-3 second quarter, the Chuba missile crisis. Chuba Hubbard, 21 yards, 10-3. Panthers? Panthers have the ball. The Saints can play defense. P.J. Williams, it's a sack. Marcus Davenport recovered.
Yeah, their defense between P.J. Williams, Davenport, Cam Jordan, boom, they have been outstanding. I would hate to see where they would be without that unit.
Well, they're down 10-6. Saints want to stay alive. They're going to need help, but can they stay in it? Taysom Hill. Well, he can do this.
Yeah, that's what he does best, boom. That's the issue. He's got to become a better guy in the pocket, but when he takes off, he's nothing but a running back.
And 3rd and 7, Hill. Juwan Johnson, it's incomplete field goal, 12-10 New Orleans, a barn burner. Now the Saints driving, Alvin Candide Kamara. Well, he can do this. That's 30 yards.
Yeah, but he is still the most dynamic weapon in the backfield, running and receiving in this league.
Hill, Kamara, that looked pretty. They go in, they miss the extra point, 18-10. Still just one score. Minute to go, Panthers have a chance. Not anymore. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, defense Saints.
Yeah, defense Saints, and C.J. Gardner-Johnson has had an outstanding season, one of the best nickelbacks in the NFL.
The Saints, even their mark at 8-8, will it be enough? Well, they need help, but they at least go into the last week giving it a shot. They're at Atlanta. And for the Panthers, once upon a time, they were 3-0, but they are 5-11. Broncos trying to stay in. Chargers lost to Houston last week. They're certainly trying to stay in, because you think on a one-game basis they could beat people. The Chargers,
absolutely,
if they get in. Justin Herbert. Now, Vic Fangio's defense has done a really good job on Herbert. Austin Eckler finds a whole 14-yard gain. Eckler, he's in. 7-0 Chargers.
When they can run the football and take the pressure off Herbert, this offense just looks much more dynamic.
Drew Lock playing. Obviously, Teddy's still hurting. Avoids this. Oh, Joey Bosa. Ugh. That one hurt. Lock already on the way down. He grabs his shoulder. He leaves for the remainder of the first quarter. He did come back. You got to give him the nod. 4th and goal. He's back second quarter. Now, how about this play? Hand off to Mike Boone. A toss to Kendall Hinton, who throws to Locke. Hinton, who played quarterback in that COVID game last year. Oh, good try, though.
And don't know if I understand the play. Your quarterback is already hurt, so you throw it to him and get him hit again. Just very questionable play calling.
Yeah. Deontay Spencer back to receive the punt. Hey. Couldn't have been the smog, could it?
Could have been.
I don't know. Keemon Hall recovers Chargers. Brandon Staley says, let's go. Herbert, Keenan Allen, 17-3 LA.
Yeah, he's still the best route running in football. That inside route came in, good throw, good catch.
27-6 Chargers, 3rd and 3. Herbert. When it comes to deep balls, pretty good.
There is none prettier, Boom. But what about the double move? Made the cornerback sit down, and then Mike Williams, soon to be free agent, ran right by him.
Herbert, 35 touchdown passes, breaking Phillip Rivers' team mark. 34-13. And so the Chargers, great job on the Chargers. The Broncos eliminated all these things, eliminated the Browns as well. And so the Chargers, they play the Raiders next week. The winner of that will definitely go into the playoffs. We don't want to leave the Broncos game without, again, we talked about Coach Madden.
Yeah.
Dan Reeves, one of 9 coaches to win 200 or more games, 9 Super Bowls. We want to remember Dan Reeves took the Broncos to 3 Super Bowls, played for Dallas, coached under Tom Landry, 3 times Broncos Super Bowl, took Atlanta. So our condolences and our best to Dan Reeves' family. Remember him as a great football man. Happy New Year, everybody. For Booger, I'm Boomer. Enjoy Sunday Night Football.